I'm here on the campus of an ever-changing Arlington High School. ACMi Sports presents Arlington High School Boys Varsity Basketball. Tonight, the Spy Ponders of Arlington High School host the Warriors of Reading High School. Hello everyone, I'm Don Phelan. If you heard me before, that's because this is season number 38 for me. My sidekick from last year, Tim Hoffman. And Tim, opening night for Arlington, home opener I should say. They've already have two under their belt, a record of 1-1. Wakefield comes in with a record of 2-0. So tough matchup to open up the season for the Ponders.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks for the invite, Don, and congratulations on your 38 years serving the community and the basketball people of Arlington. That's a great accomplishment. Tough game tonight. Wakefield, very good team. We saw them against Lexington the other night. They like to get out. They like to run. They like to shoot the three. They're tough. They're well coached, and they're going to be a handful tonight. But luckily, the Spy Ponders, with a couple of good seniors, great coaching staff, they are going to give the Wakefield a handful tonight. So this is going to be a great high school basketball game tonight.
Arlington, as I mentioned, comes in with a record of 1-1. They beat Watertown. That's always an accomplishment when you can go to Watertown and beat Coach Harrington on his own home court. But then they had a tough one against Lexington. And what kind of makes me nervous is this Wakefield team beat Lexington by 20. So I don't want to really do all that kind of permutation type of stuff. But this is going to be a tough one for the Ponders tonight, I think.
Yeah, Lexington came out a little bit flat against Wakefield, and Wakefield was hitting everything, Don. I'm not sure if they're going to hit the same amount of three-pointers, but all the guys were hitting three-pointers. Burton, Margolis, Wilkerson, these guys were draining threes left and right against Lexington, and then really got them down, and then they got a big lead, and Lexington was playing from behind, and it's tough when you're hitting your threes to play from behind.
You know, one thing that happened in Arlington last year was the prior season, the COVID season, they had a lot of seniors, and they lost a lot of guys, and they played a lot of players last year that really didn't have a lot of varsity experience. But now, when you look at this year's roster, as you mentioned earlier, they do have a bunch of seniors. They have three senior tri-captains, Jaden Williams, number 1, Will Chun, number 10, and Simon Hess, number 0. So the three tri-captains, a good senior leadership coming back this season for Arlington. Williams has been the main man so far for Arlington. He led them in both the first two games with 20 against Watertown. He had 15 in the loss to Lexington. So keep your eye for returning senior tri-captain Jaden Williams to be Arlington's leading scorer this season.
I think he's probably one of the preseason picks for Player of the Year in the conference, too. He's had a great career, and he's only getting better game by game.
And then rounding out the Arlington lineup, and we'll get to that a little more detail on that when they get introduced, but you'll see Caden Mills, number 21, and rounding it out will be Owen Haglund. Mills is junior, Haglund a sophomore, and then Arlington's actually going to have to wait a little bit for some reinforcements. We had a couple people, James Digman and Matt Newfer. I think they're both returning varsity players. They're recovering from some preseason knee injuries, and Coach Hayes is looking for their return at some point. Because, again, mentioning the head coach of the Ponders is Coach Jack Hayes. I believe this is season number 5 for Jack, I want to say. Jack Woods. Sorry, Jack. Jack Woods. Of course, the Hayes family, too, from AC fame. And now we have right now the introduction of today's starting lineups. First, we have the MIAA sportsmanship announcement that nobody listens to.
While he's saying that, I'll tell you that the kid Dingham last year, the freshman, he was really, really good. He's out right now. They expect him back in early January. Ooh. He's going to be a big, big help later in the season on their stretch run.
Yeah, good, Tim.
He was one of the best freshmen in the league last year, if not the best.
And an interesting schedule for Arlington. This is actually their only home game in the year 2022. They're going to play in a Malden Catholic tournament over the holiday week, over the break, and Arlington's next home game isn't until January 6th. So a couple of road games to start it out, one home game, and then a couple more road games and a tournament, and then it'll probably be a heavily laden home schedule in the second half of the season for the Spy Ponders.
We'll be out scouting that for the next month.
Here we have the introduction, as I mentioned, of the Warriors. You have number 0, D.R.A. Burton. You have number 12, tri-captain Ethan Margolis. We have number 5, John Porter, also a tri-captain. Number 24 is Jack Millward. And rounding out the starting 5 is senior tri-captain number 23, Mike Wilkinson. One thing about Wakefield is they just came off a Super Bowl Division III championship. I think there are a couple players in the team, none in the starting lineup, that participated on that team. So congratulations to the Warriors football team for winning their Super Bowl a couple weeks ago.
I don't see 33 McDermott, but he played really well against Lexington. Did they announce him?
They did not announce him as a starter. I don't know if
He's a big kid.
There was
too.
a big player who was in civilian clothes, so I wonder if he's injured.
Oh.
So now here's the starting 5 for your Spy Ponders. Number 0, tri-captain Simon Hess. Number 1, tri-captain senior Jaden Williams. Number 4 is Owen Hagland. It's the sophomore. Excuse me. Sophomore Hagland. Number 10 is Will Chun, another senior tri-captain. And rounding out the starting 5 is number 21, junior Caden Mills.
Who will do all the dirty work tonight, Don? He's going to cover, he's going to dive, he's going to do everything.
We mentioned the coach of the Spy Ponders is Jack Woods, and in his second season for the Warriors is Coach Colin Halpin. And now we'll have the playing of our national anthem. And we'd like to introduce our ACMi crew for tonight's telecast. Jack Magoon is our technical director. Mia Vacic is on camera. And Jeff Monroe is coordinating the efforts. Again, Don Phelan and Tim Hoffman getting ready for the 2022-2023 home opener for the Spy Ponders.
Good opportunity for these guys to come out strong at the beginning of the game. Don't let Wakefield get a little bit of a push with their three-point shooters, and could really turn the tables for the game here.
Chun will jump up for the Spy Ponders. Porter for the Warriors. And we're underway from the Kozlowski Gymnasium. Quickly Wakefield right from the get-go, and a block by Caden Mills right off the bat.
Shocking.
Ponders in transition, three-point shot, Jaden Williams, no. Mills fought for it, couldn't quite come up with it out of bounds. It'll be Warrior ball.
Good shot, though.
Spy Ponders look to be in just straight man-to-man D, full court, though. Ooh, now Jaden's got to be careful. Let's see if that actually went off the Warrior leg. Arlington ball.
Vaughn looks like he might have been on that football team you were talking about, Don. He's a pretty big kid.
Outstanding quickness there by Jaden Williams to cause that turnover. And that ball's knocked away from behind. Warriors with the ball in transition, and now they turn it over again. So a little jittery here at the beginning. We played 28 seconds, and we've had 4 turnovers.
You're going to see Wakefield play man probably the whole night. They'll pick up, sometimes they'll pick up full, but they'll always be right there at half court. They love the man-to-man. They'll switch a little bit, but they're mostly man-to-man. They played Lexington the whole game at man-to-man, which I think plays a little bit into Arlington's hands, because I think Arlington plays a little bit better against the man-to-man, especially with Williams.
Hess baseline drive, kicked it out to Chun. Chun's going to back it out, and Arlington will reset the offense, 15 on the shot clock. 35-second shot clock now as Jaden Williams pulls up. No.
Good rebound.
Dingman with the Haglund with the offensive board, but then Arlington loses it. Nice little bounce entry pass there, knocked out of bounds. It will remain Warriors ball.
Arlington's got to concentrate on getting back because Wakefield will push the pace. They want to create their own tempo here.
This is Mike Wilkinson, one of the tri-captains for the Warriors.
Arlington's starting off in the half-court man-to-man. You'll probably see a few different defenses from them today, but they're starting off in the man-to-man. Doing a good job with it, too.
That extra 5 seconds in the shot clock really comes into play. You look up and you think it should be winding down. There's still 10 now. Three-pointer from the corner is going to be short.
Got a box.
Knocked out of bounds. That looked like Wakefield touched it last. They did. Arlington ball.
Yeah, they're going to move back to half. They're just happy to pick up at half, and they're going to play some really tough D.
We are scoreless so far here in the home opener. Played about a minute and a half, a little bit more than that. Arlington and Wakefield.
Great pick by Hess and an offensive foul.
Yeah, Hess set the screen, and Wilkinson just decided to take liberties, and he picks up that foul.
Hit him pretty good.
So now that should be a full reset on that shot clock, I believe. Well, I don't know why that's not a full reset. There we go. They just did it. Full 35 for Arlington to work with. That's a little bit different than the pro rule. I'm not sure what the college rule is currently, but you get the full 35 and a foul. Now, good strong power move. Caden Mills, he's got the first points.
Great bounce pass, entry pass, bounce pass. That was what made that play.
Let's see if Chun came over for the steal, and he gets the steal. Now Jaden's going to go to the basket, dumps it to Mills. Mills missed the layup. Rebound fought for, and Wakefield comes up.
There goes Wakefield. Oh, good back tap.
So Mills again from behind, what causes yet another turnover. Now inside pass to Haglund, and Haglund lays it up and in.
So they're picking up full right here. Man-to-man full, and they're going to switch. They're going to jump and run on the turns, I think.
Spy Ponders lead at 4-0, 5:29 remaining first quarter. Warriors run into each other in that play. Three-point shot from the corner is long. Rebound fought for. They have Williams is ahead of the pack, and Jaden Williams for the dunk and couldn't quite come up with it. But picking up the loose chain is Chun. No, rebound fought for. Now a double team, and Chun's going to pick up a hustle foul.
Lay that in, Jaden. We'll take the 2 points.
First foul for Jaden Mills. For picked up that foul. Chun, right? Yeah, Will Chun picks up the foul. His first on the team.
Arlington try to slow down Wakefield a little bit here by picking up full, switching on almost everything. What is that?
Let's see. Arlington
Good
ball.
call. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, now Wakefield picking up a little bit.
Ooh.
Good screen, good roll, great pass.
What a nice play by the Ponders. Caden Mills with 2 more.
Starts off with that screen. That's a good hard screen. He opens up to the ball. Great pass.
Spy Ponders pitching a shutout so far, 6-0. Mills is going to be a little careful. I don't know if he went a little quick on that screen. He's got to be careful he doesn't call for that moving screen.
He was barely set.
Pull-up jump shot there. Foul, no. Rebound fought for. Arlington ball. Well, the Spy Ponders really getting it done on the defensive end. Almost played half a quarter here, and the Warriors yet to score. And I see Coach Halpin with a clipboard in his hand. I'm wondering if he's getting ready for a timeout. Williams on the drive. Chun going to take a little foul line jump shot. No.
Good shot, though, and there they go.
And Chun's going to pick up a second one in the backcourt. He has 2 fouls, and both of them committed 60-some feet from the basket, unfortunately. And that's going to cause Arlington to go to the bench.
I think Coach Woods wants him to run a little bit more through the offense than taking that quick, the first thing that presents itself, because it seems like once they once they run through their offense and they get it on the weak side, that's where the opportunities are.
So it'll be number 24, Ben Radoslovich.
Good D.
Coming into the Arlington lineup. The 6'2 senior coming first man off the bench tonight. Again, good defense by Arlington. Now we played more than half of that first quarter, and Wakefield has yet to score. Of course, Radoslovich did get some varsity time last year, so he's another returning varsity player. Mills kicks in the corner. That's got to be his spot. No. Good rebound fought for by Williams. Couldn't come up with it.
Don't want to foul down there. Oh.
And that's Radoslovich picks up the charge.
Excellent position.
Great job there by the senior, Ben Radoslovich, picking up the offensive foul call against the Warriors.
Excellent help defense on that.
Secondary defender came over, saw it, picked up the charge. The ball's knocked out of bounds by Wakefield. It will remain Arlington ball.
You know, with Wakefield overplaying so much here, Don, in the quarter court, I really like backdoor cuts and anything underneath, because and if they run it through and they can get to the other side of the floor, I think there's going to be some opportunity. They're really overplaying the wings.
Is Jaden on the drive, knocked out of bounds. Remains Arlington ball with 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Still good D right there.
3:09 on the game clock. Spy Ponders lead at 6-0.
Burton plays tough D. He's given up a couple of inches there too, but he's playing tough. Oh, nice pass.
Radoslovich on the block.
Inside, outside, here we go.
Back out. Jaden thinks about it, now doesn't, and makes it. Shots up, no.
Good rotation though on the shot.
Ooh. 3-point shot from the wing is good, and that's number 10 off the bench for the Warriors, Connor Mariosh.
They all can shoot, Don, they'll let it fly too, so that's why you can get back in bunches here.
Halves the Arlington lead, 6-3 Ponders. Here comes
Get
Jaden to the basket, lays it up, and his first points of the game.
That's what he's got to do, is get to the hoop.
Nice go pass. Inside and laying it up and in is number 5, John Porter. It's unfortunate. Arlington's played all this defense. Now we're coming up on the 2-minute mark in the first quarter, and they're only up by 3. I don't think they probably would have liked to have taken a little bit more advantage of the scoring drought by Wakefield early on. And now good defense by the Warriors, and let's see, going to the basket strong and spinning it up, no. Rebound fought for. Let's see who wants it more. Arlington comes up with it. Here comes Jaden Williams. I think he's going to lay this one in.
There it is. We'll take the 2.
10-5 Ponders, minute 42 remaining, first quarter.
Good rebound by Mills, and he kicked it out quick. Started the fast break. That's what we need to do.
Ooh, Hess almost with the steal.
Good
now
D.
Mills has the steal. Let's see if he's going to get caught from behind.
Right to the
Caden Mills lays it in. Mills has half of the Ponder points. Here comes Hess from behind, picks the pocket. Nobody said anything for the Wakefield bench right in front of the Wakefield bunch. They should have been alert to that. And now Wakefield has a steal, and going in for an easy 2 will be Wilkinson, and he lays it in.
Mills does everything, man. I love that kid. He plays defense, he dives, he sets picks, he opens up.
These guys are playing a lot of minutes. 4 out of Arlington's 5 have played the entire first quarter so far. We're coming up inside the final minute now.
Good take.
And again, you mentioned earlier, it's going to be, is it Wakefield ball? I looked down at my
I think
sheet.
he might have hit his knee on the way out.
You mentioned Burton doing a nice job defensively so far against Jaden Williams. Williams has 4, but a couple of those were on sneakaways. So good battle there between Burton and Williams. Tough inbounding play there. Hess almost came down with it. Now until a quick double team forces a turnover. So Hagelin came over on that, Tim, and made the Wakefield player think about it. When he tried to spin out of the traffic, he lost it.
It's because Wakefield's not getting below the line of the ball. They have a couple of guys back there, which allows the Arlington team to double before their guys get up. Oh, there we go.
Jaden for a long 3. No, there's about a 5-second differential between the 2 clocks. Now Arlington can hold for a final shot. Shot clock is off, and I know that Coach Woods wants him to hold for a final shot.
Run through the offense.
Mills just says, you know what, I'm going to go to the hole anyway. But get this last shot stuff. I'm going to score, and he has 8. But let's see if that results in a Warrior basket. Right back at him is scoring is Burton, his first points of the game. And with 5 seconds left, let's see if Arlington can get off a final shot.
Oh, he traveled.
He did travel, and they're going to get him for that. That's going to allow Wakefield, with 1.5 seconds remaining, to possibly get off a final shot here.
That was the only time they picked up over half court, and Arlington wasn't ready for it.
And quick substitution here by Coach Woods, as for Arlington, number 5, Ricardo Bondasane will come in.
Just to try and make sure that Jaden doesn't get another foul here.
Yep. They fake, got it up. Hess with a block from behind. Kind of a long 1.5 seconds there. You think it was a foul?
I don't know. He looked like he had a little bit of contact there. I'm not saying
we're going to give him credit for a block shot there. I don't know if it was before the buzzer or not, too, perhaps, but that was a risky defensive play with 1.5 seconds. And Wakefield gets off a pretty good shot there with that final 1.5 seconds, but Arlington survives it, and will have the first quarter break. The score at the end of the first quarter is Arlington 14 and Wakefield 9. We'll be back with the second quarter. Yeah, that's good, because I'm going to make mine have no sound right now so I can take a sip of this water. All right, so how And we're ready here for second half action. Don Phelan and Tim Hoffman survived a little 20-second technical difficulty, and we're back at you. So Arlington did just score a basket, and we would kind of trying to fix our technical difficulties. So I'm not sure who got that basket, but Spy Pond has increased their lead to 16-9, just underway second quarter. Now a little lefty floater.
Nice shot
by Burton. I don't think he's a lefty.
No. He jacks his threes righty, but he takes his floaters lefty.
Now we're going to have a blocking foul against Wakefield. So let's check the starting 5 for the second quarter. For Arlington, you have number 1, Jaden Williams, number 21, Caden Mills, number 4, Owen Hagland, number 24, Ben Radoslovich, and getting in at the end of that first quarter was number 5. An interesting story here with Ricardo Bondasane, a transfer from Italy, a foreign exchange student to Arlington with him, and also Diego Palmieri, who's yet to come into the game. Foreign exchange students from Italy. So Coach Woods bringing them in from all corners of the world to grace themselves here at Arlington High. So now we're going to have another foul against Wakefield. That's going to result in Jaden Williams going to the line for 2 shots. Nice. The first free throw is good. So Hess is getting the break here at the beginning of the second quarter. And Jaden knocks down both free throws.
And here's Arlington once again picking up full, trying to slow down. There we go.
But Tim, can Caden Mills play like this for 32 minutes?
I don't know, man.
We're going to find out, I guess.
He could definitely play for it for 12 at least, right?
Yeah, right.
He's full of energy. Very good athlete too. I mean, you could tell that he's in top condition to be able to put the effort in that he puts in every single play.
You know, he has the task of guarding Burton. Burton makes a nice move and puts it in with the left hand.
Yeah, you're going to see Burton is going to come out and he's going to have a game. He just started off a little bit slow. Look at this.
Caden all the way to the rack, lays it in.
That's a great move.
Caden Mills already in double figures for the Spy Ponders. Goes for the steal. Didn't come up with it. And the resulting play, blocked from behind by Radoslovich. I was going to say the resulting play is an easy 2 for the Warriors, but Radoslovich with an unbelievable defensive play. And now we have a loose ball. We have bodies on the ground, and let's see what we have.
Coach Woods didn't like that. At some point, you don't want to force the break too much. Jaden could have probably brought that up and then set things up and
I don't know if he got banged up a little bit, Tim. He has to come out. Maybe hopefully he's just tired. There's a couple of substitutions for the Spy Ponders. Simon Hess back into the game.
I think he got a Charlie horse, it looks like, type of thing.
And here's the other foreign exchange student, Diego Palmieri. He's wearing number 13. So both of them are in the game right now.
I bet you they both can shoot threes. That's just my bet.
I hope so. Now, challenging that was Jaden Williams. Now, that's a little contact there, and I'd say so far, and I kind of like it. The officials are letting them bang around a little bit.
Absolutely. A little bit physical, but nothing, over the line. It was a good rebound by Jaden, too.
Jaden fakes. Now he's going to go left, and that should be a block.
Yeah, he moved it. Yeah.
Count the basket. Jaden Williams will go to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
As long as he's attacking the hoop, good things are going to happen. He's either going to get fouled or make plays like this. And from the last few shots that we've seen, he's a really good foul shooter.
Spy Ponders have doubled up the Warriors. It's 22-11 Arlington, 5:46 remaining second quarter. Williams completes the three-point play. All of a sudden, he's up to 9 points, one away from double figures. So substitution for Wakefield, Jack Millward back in the game. That's him with the ball right now. John Porter, number 5. Ethan Margolis, number 12. Connor Marriott, number 10. The 5 in there for Wakefield. Pull-up jump shot, no, for Margolis. Here comes Hess the other way. Goes right by the defender.
Good kick pass.
Good passing there by the Spy Ponders, and bang, hitting the three-pointer is Diego Palmieri. Timeout, Wakefield.
I told you they could hit the threes.
Spy Ponders have jacked it up to a 26-11 lead with 5:12 remaining in the second quarter. Let's check out the prior play. Here's Hess, as I mentioned, blowing by the defender. They wing it around, double Italy connection. Three-pointer is good.
That was the first time he's ever taken one of those.
Great. Thank you.
That was a good play, though. It was smart play in the corner that he knew he was a little bit off balance and kicked it out to his fellow countryman who drains the three. I liked it.
Go ACMi. Over the years we have different iterations of broadcasts, and looks like we're going to have replays this year. Gotta love that.
This is the big time, Don. Hey, if they do the replays on all the three-pointers, that's good by me.
Just going to have to adjust that score at the bottom of your screen. It's Arlington 26 now in Wakefield 11.
Okay, you got to keep pushing because Wakefield will make a run. They will make a run. Great defense by Arlington, though. I mean, Arlington has really picked up full man-to-man defense. They're not giving anything. They close down quickly.
Another loose ball. Arlington comes up with it. Bondasani. Oh, unfortunate there. Bondasani's going to try to take a charge, but he didn't hit the position. Fortunately, the shot did not go, but Wakefield will go to the line for 2. Ethan Margolis, tri-captain, will go to the line. He's held scoreless so far tonight.
Good defense, but he just didn't have his feet set.
First free throw is good. Sure. Here's Arlington. Just, anticipating the play there was Wakefield, and as you'll see, didn't quite get that defensive position that he wanted. Good call by the officials.
Oh, wait a second. We got Wakefield going to a 2-1-2 here, Don. A little bit of a matchup zone. Throw a little something change at them.
Let's see how Arlington responds. It's going to respond on a three-pointer by Haglund from the corner. No.
I think Coach would like them to take a look at that before jacking that a little bit quicker.
A spin move there, throwing it up with the left hand is off. That should be a rebounding foul, but they're just going to say Arlington ball. I kind of like that call.
That is a good call.
You know, you don't really want to have Wakefield pick up a cheap foul, even though there was contact. It's going to be Arlington's ball anyway. I'm sure Coach Woods would like the foul because it'll jack up the team total for the Warriors, but they'll let them play tonight.
Yep. And they're not getting paid by the hour either, Don.
No. Game started a little bit late, too. Let's see if Arlington can save it. They do. Prevent the backcourt violation. Jaden Williams at the scorer's table. He's getting ready to check back in. Arlington surviving the time that he's down, getting a break. 10 on the shot clock. So the zone has kind of bothered Arlington. Ooh, and now a kick violation. So that's going to give Arlington a little more time on the shot clock. Puts the shot clock back to 20. That's one of the rule changes this year because of the 35-second shot clock. When there's a kick violation that's below 20, it goes back to 20. Anything 20 and above would stay at the time remaining.
I like the shorter shot clock, Don. It always gave me an excuse to jack it up. Like, Coach, there's only 2 seconds left. What was I supposed to do?
I don't really know why they increased that 5 seconds. I think a lot of times they're trying to get more in tune with the college game, and I think the college game uses a 35-second shot clock.
I think you're right.
Down to 10 right now. Williams got to take a long three. Tough shot, no. Rebound comes to Burton. 26-13 Arlington. Here's Burton on the drive. Now that could be a charge.
That's got to be a charge. Oh, I liked his feet where they were. I think Coach Woods is asking.
It's not so much they're calling the body contact. The signal the official made was like it was a grab. And they're calling it before, so he must have held him.
I don't think they called
just
it on
before.
Mills. I think they called it on the defender that was trailing him.
Let's see. Maybe we get a quick. Go back to live action, right? Okay.
Oh, he walked.
And a traveling violation committed by Millward. 26-13 Ponders, 3:27 remaining in the first half. Radoslovic comes back in, and he replaces Palmieri. Palmieri, of course, had that big three-pointer for Arlington at a critical time, forced a Wakefield timeout.
They're sticking with the 2-3 here. I think they had some good success there. It seemed like Arlington was getting through their man-to-man defense pretty easily.
Coach Woods, that's going to be a block. And they're going to call that before the shot. No basket. Blocking foul will be called against Simon Hess.
Wakefield's good at drawing the contact. It's like they're very physical. Offensively, they're physical.
Hess picks up his second, so at least for the home opener, it seems like maybe Coach Woods' philosophy is going to be if you have 2 in the first half, you're going to probably be down. So both Hess and Chun saddled with 2 fouls. Arlington now with 16 fouls. A little pull-up shot there by Margolis is good. Yeah, and Arlington will take a timeout.
They got to make sure they don't let these guys, Margolis, Burton, Wilkinson, start getting heated up because these guys can shoot and they'll push the ball.
2:55 remaining first half. Spy Ponders lead at 26-15. And so Arlington with 2 of their 5 starters with 2 fouls, and as of now, Coach Woods is electing to not play them. Chun picked up his second. Early in the first quarter, and he has not been back. Hess picked up his second.
Here goes good passing. It's not a three-pointer, but I think he was inside the line. But they have to get out on the shooters. The shooters are going to start hitting. A couple accomplished shooters on Wakefield, and Arlington's got to get out and get in their face, make them drive to the hoop where they have some interior defense that's going to help them out. But they can get some points in some chunks here. That was one of the one show right there.
So Arlington now with 6 team fouls. That will put the Warriors in the bonus for the duration of the first half. Wakefield's committed 5, so they still have 1 more to give. And I know Coach Woods doesn't like to call timeouts in that situation, but I think it was a good timeout, as you mentioned earlier.
I think Wakefield's smart to stay in this 2-3. I think they've had good success. They've really slowed down the pace and sort of made their Arlington's offense a little more structured, but also they don't get the quick hoops inside.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Arlington has scored off the zone yet. Good inside move by Radoslovic. Couldn't get it to fall, and now Wakefield looking to push the other way. Haglund hit the ball, and that's right in front of the Arlington bench, so the reaction by everybody there would indicate that perhaps Haglund hit it off the Wakefield player, but the official does not agree with that. Wakefield ball.
Shooter.
Long three, no. Rebound tapped away, and a good job there by Porter to keep it alive for his teammate to flag it down. Mario now inside, short shot, no good.
Nice rebound.
Mills with another rebound. Here comes Haglund, and a good decision there.
Very good decision.
Haglund baseline drive, dumps it
Nice
into
pass.
Radoslavich. With the left hand, Radoslavich, no. Fights for the rebound, and Wakefield comes up with it. Good offense there by the Ponders, though.
Good bounce pass.
Another good bounce pass, and a lay-in for Porter. John Porter now with 4, and the Arlington lead is down to 9, 26-17. Arlington led by as many as 13 in this game. Good
Nice
offense
play.
there. Now that was good zone offense there by the Ponders.
Yeah, get him on the baseline, get him the ball in some space, and he's going to score.
Double figures now for Jaden. He has 11 leading the way for the Ponders. Caden with 10, so they have 21 of Arlington's 28. The Jaden Caden show. We'll be seeing a lot of that this year.
Nice pick by Porter there, high screen.
Little pull-up jump shot is good. Tough shot by Margolis.
Yeah, he looks to score. He's a good player.
He's leading the way for them with final minute. First half, Ponders by 9. Let's try to finish this half out strong. Go into the locker room maybe with a double-digit lead would be nice. Palmieri back into the Ponder lineup, number 13.
I'd get Williams the ball on the baseline again.
And now we're going to have a holding foul, and it's an unfortunate foul there for Burton. He's played such a great half, and I have a little nickel and dime one there way outside past the three-point line. Not his best foul, but only his first. Now both teams have committed 6. Both teams will be in the bonus. Arlington goes to the bench for the first time playing tonight is number 22, Nico Trapotsis. They dump it inside to Caden. Ball's locked loose off the Wakefield player, Arlington ball.
All right, on the set play here, let's get Jaden the ball somewhere close.
Arlington sets up their inbounding play. Results in a three-pointer for Palmieri. No.
Wow. Got to bend his knees a little bit there.
Thought Wakefield was going to hold for one, but
Oh,
instead,
goodness.
Hayden Mills with an aggressive defensive play.
You knew he wasn't going to let him go and score. I didn't know what he was going to do, but I knew he was not going to let him go in.
Yeah, and you're right. They did the prior one that we talked about was actually called on Jaden Williams, who picked up his first foul. So that one is Caden's foul. That's his first.
Good.
So no trouble there. 31.3 seconds remaining. And the first free throws around and out. So Arlington, I think, undoubtedly will hold for a final shot here just to get to the locker room with hopefully at least an 8-point lead. I mean, I don't know if Caden Bills fouled him or not, but anytime you come over like that with that kind of aggression, I think you're going to get called for a foul. Nothing on both free throws. Mills with the rebound. Arlington looking to push it. I'm surprised. I think they'd want to hold for one. Instead, going up and in with the left hand, count the basket for Owen Haglund, and he'll go to the line with the chance for the three-point play.
Started off by Mills getting a tough rebound, finds the outlet. Mills was smart. He crossed over, took it to the weak side, has the opportunity for a three.
Peter Clardy at the scorer's table for Arlington, wearing number 12. He's going to check into the game after Owen makes his free throw. So Haglund checks out, Clardy checks in. Clardy just a sophomore. They list him at 5'10" guard. Now Wakefield will hold for a final shot, but the Ponders have upped the lead to 12 after that three-point play by Haglund. Good pick there, good defense by Clardy.
He went right over the screen.
Burton down to 3 seconds, long three at the top of the key, no, rebound fought for. Good boxing out there by Clardy, waiting for this clock to expire. They're going to get a shot off, will they? They
Nope.
do not. And a kind of a mistake there. I thought Porter would be able to see the clock and at least attempt a three-point shot. He looks like he's limping a little bit, so maybe that's why he didn't take it. Tried to pass it down to the block, but by the time he did that, time had expired, ending the first half.
Good half for Arlington, though. They played very good defense. They moved the ball well. They got Mills played very, very good on defense and defensive rebound. And Williams, when they get Williams the ball in the right spot, he's a handful. He's tough to handle. And even if they're going to stay with that 2-3 zone, there are some spots in that zone where you can get Williams the ball, whether it's on the baseline or down in the mid post where he can attack the hoop. They just have to be a little bit patient when they stay in that 2-3.
Williams with 11, Mills with 10 at the half. The score, Arlington 31, Warriors 19. Tim and I will be back with second half action. And getting ready for second half action from the Tozlowski Gymnasium, Don Phelan along with Tim Hoffman. Spy Ponders with a 31-19 lead. Tim, you know, a pretty impressive half if you think about a couple things. First of all, Jaden Williams with 11, Caden Mills with 10. They were outstanding. But Arlington did that without two of their three tri-captains missing significant amount of time. Will Chun picked up his second foul, I want to say, halfway through the first quarter, didn't play the rest of the first half. And then Simon Hess picked up his second foul probably maybe with 5 minutes remaining in the half. So they really didn't get great contributions. As a matter of fact, Hess and Chun both scoreless in the half, and yet Arlington finds himself up by 12.
Yeah, both of those guys are going to help against the 2-3. I would be very surprised if Wakefield didn't come out with the 2-3. That was the way they slowed down Arlington's offense a little bit. But with Chun and Hess both, mid-range and even with Hess a little bit deeper, they might be better off against the zone than they are on the half court or the quarter court man-to-man. So that would be a big plus for Arlington to put those guys, plug them in against the zone, and see if we can break the zone up too.
And a shout out to our crew here tonight. Jack Magoon is our technical director. Mia Vakic is on camera, and Jeff Monroe is our coordinator here tonight, bringing you all this fantastic first half action.
And you know that Coach Woods and Coach Palladino have made some adjustments at halftime, and they'd be awesome at coming out
and Tim, we're going to give the headset real quick to a special guest that we have. We'll get the two headsets, and happy to be joined because I'm going to keep it brief because I know you like to talk. The athletic director here at Arlington High School has joined us here, John Bowler. John, welcome, and another basketball season. Here we go.
Oh, no, yeah, it's great. First home game, and thank you for you guys covering the game and bringing it to the community. It's got a nice lead. Hopefully we can hold on and get a W.
So we've got this gym for, what, this year and one more? Or?
Yep, this year and one more, yep. And then December of 2024, the new gym will be ready.
Okay.
So hopefully the winter season 2024 will be in our new gym.
And a good fall season for the Ponders?
Yeah, great. You know, we had a bunch
of the soccer teams went far,
yeah,
right?
both soccer teams made the tournament. Field hockey. Oh, great steal at the bat.
Hess with the Florida gets it going in the second half. So Simon was scoreless in the first half, but he picks up the first points here of the second half. Of course, that was set up by a nice steal by the Arlington defense. Well, Coach, we're going to have you back up here for a longer stint at another time because we always look forward to talking to you during the season. Because I know you like to give Coach Wood some jabs as to know who the all-time greatest coach at Arlington High is, you know?
I think we all know who it is, but, you know.
How's the family? Family's good,
yeah,
too?
Everyone's doing well.
Good.
Everyone's healthy. So, yeah, we're looking forward to a great year of basketball here.
Sounds good. Athletic Director John Bowler has been our guest. John, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. And now another great defensive play by the Spy Ponders. This one results in a held ball, and on the alternating possession favors Arlington right now. So Arlington ball.
Once again, the offense is sparked by the defense of Mills. He starts off.
Arlington, unfortunately, they did not do a good job inbounding the ball, and that results in an easy two for DeAre Burton.
First time we've seen Wakefield pick up full, and they're going to trap in the corners.
Let's see what we have.
It looks like they're picking up man, but they're going to trap in the corners, and they're going to trap on the first pass on.
So they trapped in the corner. Caden got stuck there. He was trying to pivot out of trouble, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Caden Mills for apparently leading with that arm or shoulder. And I think for Mills, that's his second foul.
I didn't like that call. They could have called the travel, maybe. Stepped out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Arlington ball.
Here comes the press, and he doesn't have the baseline either, so he's got to be careful here.
They're looking for, Haglund went deep. They decided not to. Chun inbounds it to Hess. Hess is getting bumped, and they will call the blocking foul on Margolis.
Good way to break the press, though. They were patient. He looked down to see if the Hail Mary was there. It wasn't. It was a good call not throwing it.
Second on Margolis, first on the team. Get that starting five. Ooh, Margolis all picked up another one there.
Wow.
So you got number 0 for Arlington, Simon Hess. Number 1, Jaden Williams. Number 10, Will Chun. Number 4, Owen Haglund. And number 21, Caden Mills, the 5 for the Spy Ponders. Now they go inside to Chun. Chun goes strong to the hole, kicks it back out. Williams for 3, thought about it. Now he takes the baseline drive, tries to throw it down. No. Rebound fought for. No reset on that shot clock, I don't think. Ball still knocked loose. I think they did reset the shot clock. I'm not sure if that attempted dunk hit the rim or not.
I think he threw it at the rim.
Okay, so it hit the rim, so it was a good shot clock reset. And Arlington can reset the offense now down to 20 on the reset shot clock. Try to get the 5 for Wakefield for you when I get a moment. They have number 0, Diare Burton. Number 5, John Porter. Now inside, staying with it was Haglund. Couldn't come up with it. Number 12, Ethan Margolis. Number 23, Mike Wilkinson. Number 24, Jack Millward.
Oh, what
Rejected
defense.
by Williams.
Very clean, too. That was all ball.
Wow.
Great defensive play.
Actually, in the starting lineup for Wakefield at the beginning of the second half is number 10, Connor Marriott. He's replaced Millward. Loose ball there. That could be a backcourt violation. What hustle by Hess. Now a little 2-on-1 situation here.
Oh.
Mills goes for that block.
Is that his third?
He went for the challenge. Yeah, that's going to be number 3. And
That's a guy we can't afford to lose.
yeah,
right
I don't
there.
know if I love that play there. I mean, always playing hard defense, but I don't know if it was worth the gamble to pick up foul number 3.
You just stand there and hope for the charge, and if he scores, he scores. Now you go become an assistant coach.
Yeah, Ricardo Bondasani is going to check back in the Arlington lineup, and he's going to replace Caden Mills.
He brings other talents. He's a good three-point shooter and a good passer. However, he doesn't have the defensive ability that Mills has.
Close to a lane violation there. Play on. Arlington with the ball. Jaden Williams, tough shot.
That is a nice
Makes
shot.
it.
Just
Wow.
keep attacking the hoop, Jaden.
Jaden Williams now with a baker's dozen, leading the way for the Spy Ponders. Spy Ponders lead at 35-22. Good interior pass there, but unfortunately for Wakefield, the shot didn't go. And now they're going to call Bondasani on the reach and foul.
Good defense, though. That was a nice interior pass. That bounce pass was wide open. They'll have something. They're going to set something up here on the inbound. Couple of screens. You got to talk on the screens here.
Bondasani picks up his 3rd. So remember, he was replacing Mills, who picked up his 3rd. So a couple people in the same role for the Ponders and a little bit of foul trouble there. Haglund with the rebound. Hess ahead of the pack. Wow, great defensive play. Couldn't come up with it, though. Now Hess is going to take a little pull-up jump shot. No. Chun kept it alive. Jaden's going to take a 3 from a couple feet beyond the three-point line. No. And the Ponders will hold on to that 13-point lead with 4:49 remaining third quarter.
Looked like Jaden had an alley there to get to the hoop. I like that better than the 3 at that point.
Oh, nice little spin shot there. And Margolis thought he was held on the shot. He's grabbing his shirt as he goes up court on defense. He's got 7. He's the high point man for the Warriors.
Coach Halpin's looking for a trap on that press. They had him there, and their second line went back too far.
Bondasani kind of ran his man into Haglund, so that caused a little double team there. And now Arlington turns it over. Palmieri checks into the Arlington lineup. Haglund's going to get a break. Coming up on the halfway point of the third quarter.
Good D by Arlington here, slowing him down a little bit.
That's a tough shot. And making it.
Good shot.
Wilkinson. Little fadeaway foul line jump shot. Not an easy shot, but Wilkinson made him. Give him credit. Here's Hess. It's got Palmieri. Palmieri fakes.
Nice ball fake.
Oh, couldn't get the lay-in. Chun fights for it, and Arlington can reset the offense. Jaden at the top of the key, being held, blocking foul. I can't believe that player is being very demonstrative. Number 12, Ethan Margolis, and I think he runs the risk of getting the wrath of an official soon.
He was playing good D, but that was a good call. I mean, he was still moving his feet.
He fouled him at least twice. And I was going over here to talk to the official, and I don't know that official wants anything to do with them right now. So
I think he told him to walk away.
yeah, I think that was wouldn't be surprised if that was almost one of the reasons why Coach Colin Halpin for the Warriors took that timeout to make sure
Sort of
that
protect
didn't
him.
escalate. That had trouble written all over it. So that was timeout number 2 for Wakefield. They still have 3 remaining. Arlington used 1 in the first half. But, yeah, I mean, he kind of was grabbing him, and it was a blocking foul. So I don't know if that's the one you want to complain about. As some of the officials like to say, you know what, complain about the ones that are borderline, not the ones that are easy.
Yeah, and he could have probably called it a little bit earlier because he was really sort of tugging at his jersey at one point there, too. But that's the thing with Williams is when he tries to attack the hoop, he's going to draw fouls, he's going to draw contact, or he's going to draw defenders, which is going to allow him to make an easy pass to whether it be Chun or Mills for an easy bucket. Because he sure as heck attracts attention when he has the ball.
Ponder ball, fresh shot clock. They lead at 35-26, 3:42 remaining, third quarter. Now the ball's knocked out of bounds by Margolis. Margolis is definitely playing with a high motor right now.
Yeah, he's got to just channel his energy here.
Back to the zone.
Yep. A little bit of a matchup. I think they're going to invite the Ponders to take that 3. The baseline is where there was a little bit of a soft spot there, either Chun or Williams down there. I like a lot.
Chun's still scoreless tonight. Ooh.
That was a little Euro stepped on.
Yeah. Chun, now he's going to take the baseline drive. Kicks it inside.
Nice pass.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there. Absolutely. Let's see who gets it.
Good passing.
Foul will be committed by number 34, Matt Beaver. Beaver picks up his second. Third on the team. Both teams now with 3 team fouls. I don't know if that was maybe a warning to the Wakefield bench as they stop play to discuss with the Wakefield coach.
Doesn't look very happy over there. That was a good play by Chun, especially when you had just mentioned he hadn't scored. So sometimes, you get in the, geez, I haven't scored. I got to try to make something happen. He goes to the hoop. He was a little bit contested, but he throws a great pass here. And that really says a lot about him, where he's not looking just for his own stats. He's really trying to help the team.
Bondasani hits one of the 2, his first point of the game, his first point in a Spy Ponder uniform.
He's a good player. I like him. Nice pass.
Great pass, and laying it in is Beaver.
They're going to press the rest of the way.
Arlington maybe has a little bit of a numbers thing here. A little pull up just inside the 3-point line, I believe.
It's a tough shot.
Palmieri just inside the line.
He's not afraid to let it fly.
Honda's needed that hoop. The lead had been cut to 8, but now it's back up to 10. 38-28 coming up on 2.5 minutes remaining, third quarter.
That's when the coach is like, no. Good shot.
Good shot. 3-point shot. No. Williams with the rebound. Here comes Jaden Williams. He's flying to the basket. Euro step. Lays it up. No. Fights for his own rebound. Can't come up with it. Here come the Warriors the other way. But getting a hand on it from behind was Chun. But Wakefield able to keep control. And that was a blocking foul on Hess maybe. They're playing up and down. Up and down action.
Oh, bounce pass gets to that. Oh, be careful.
No. Everybody needs to call. There's a lot of bodies on the floor right now. 2 per team.
Chun's third right there.
I think they're going to get Chun on that one.
Take him out for the last 2, maybe. Oh, yeah.
Radoslovich will come back into the Arlington lineup. And he does indeed replace Will Chun. As I mentioned, Chun picks up number 3, foul-wise, 4th on the team.
Arlington's man-to-man defense has really held up, though, all game. They played really good man-to-man defense. And
Three-point shot from the corner. Looks long. It is.
I might let him keep shooting.
Ooh, Arlington maybe with a little bit of an advantage here.
Look at this.
Three-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebound, trying to save it was Wakefield. Good hustle there by Margolis, but he was out of bounds. Arlington ball.
Palmieri definitely likes to get it off there. He shoots that pretty quick.
And Arlington will take a timeout with 1:27 to go in the third quarter.
Hard-fought game, too. I mean, both teams are playing really good defense and aggressive defense, and I think it plays into the fact that the refs are doing a great job letting them play a little bit. Everything is physical, but not over the line, and I think that both teams are playing towards the way the refs are calling the game.
Yeah, and at some point, though, they're going to have to draw that line, especially when it becomes a tight game in the fourth quarter.
With some one-on-ones.
Yep. So, but I agree with you. I think they're doing a great job with the flow of the game. Because even on the prior possession for Wakefield, there was a little bump, but the player didn't lose his advantage, so he kept driving. Then he kicked it in the corner. That player was driving. Chun got a little piece of him on a little bit of a blocking thing. So if you have an officiating crew that's calling everything, there would have been 3 fouls in that one play, but nothing affected the flow of the game.
Yep.
So, good stuff there. But you know, players, though, they're going to keep pushing the envelope.
Absolutely.
You know, and see, okay, can I get away with this? And I think that's what Chun kind of tried to do there, but that was a pretty obvious one for foul number 3 for Will. So a fresh shot clock for the Ponders after the Wakefield turnover. Now, again, ball knocked out of bounds, and I think Margolis is the kind of player that you might not like playing against him, but you'd like him as a teammate.
Absolutely.
There he is again.
He's got his hand on it. Remember some of the coaches used to count deflections? He's got a ton. He'd kick it, he'd deflect it. He'll get his hand or his foot on it somehow.
And you know, from here, I don't know how tall he is, but he doesn't look like the tallest guy in the world. He's playing down low in that zone.
Yeah, he's playing in the back corner, yeah.
Yep. Arlington very patient on the zone offense. 10 on the shot clock.
That's the play right there.
Can't get the roll.
Don't foul,
Yeah,
don't
we
foul.
don't want a cheap one there. Arlington only with 14 fouls in the third quarter. A nice little move going right by the defender is Wilkinson. I'm not sure Coach Woods is going to love that defense. 3 for Bondasani. No. Arlington has the lead chopped back down to 8. And Wakefield with a chance to get it to 6 or perhaps 5 of the 3. Top of the key jump shot. No.
Oh, push from behind.
And rebounding foul will go against Matt Beaver.
Bondasani had good position there. He stepped in front and boxed him out even though there was a bigger player. That was a good play.
Well, I guess they got Marriott on that. Number 10. No, there it is. They got number 34. For Beaver, that's his 3rd. 4th on the team.
Here comes the press again.
Each team now with 14 fouls. Shot clock's off. 30.4 seconds remaining. This time Arlington does go for the long pass. It is unsuccessful as is stolen by D.R.A. Burton.
Yeah, Burton's tough. He's like a cornerback back there.
Yeah, I think Radoslovich came over to challenge. Didn't quite get there in time. And Burton will go to the line for 2.
He's got a nice left. He hit that. He took that floater in the first half, but he goes to the hoop both right and left.
Yeah, the way D.R.A. Burton played that, I think that's not the player Arlington wants to challenge on that long pass going forward. Burton, free throw, no. Here's number 22 for Arlington, Nico Trapotsis. Trapozits. I have to work on my pronunciations. Opening night for me too, getting to know everybody. Second free throw is good by Burton. He has 7. Ponders with their smallest lead in quite some time. Down to 7 and Wakefield with the turnover. Nice little entry pass there and blocked again by Williams.
Great D.
Oh, and the coach is on the court.
He's going to get one.
Oh, I can't believe he
Oh
didn't
my
get
goodness,
one.
he took 3 steps.
Yeah, the old Leonard Skinner, give me 3 steps, didn't quite work that time. And the coach is still on the, gosh, he's on that court. and he was well on the court earlier, but I don't think the official really wanted to see him there, because if he did, he would have had to have given him a tee. Now here's a long pass by Wakefield, and a little lefty floater at the buzzer. Count it, and the momentum has really swung Wakefield's way.
Yeah, you have to be ready because they will make a run, and they just did.
Spy Ponders were outscored 14-7 in what was once a 13-point lead. It was 12 at the half, is now just 5 at the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, it's Arlington 38, Wakefield 33. Tim and I'll be back with the exciting fourth quarter. Spy Ponders lead it 38-33.
Wakefield with a little more momentum here, though.
A lot of momentum. And now going to the basket and scoring, Mike Wilkinson count the basket, and he will go to the line with a chance for a three-point play and a chance to cut the Arlington lead to 2 points.
At some point, you got to go Mills and just see what, he has 3 or 4 done.
Mills has 3.
Okay.
Radoslovich picked that foul up, his first. He completes the three-point play, and now Arlington with 6 team fouls. So things have just turned for the worse here for Arlington. A little hook there by Jaden, he got away with it. He's got Radoslovich ahead of the pass, and he lays it in with the left hand. Big hoop for the Ponders.
If they solve that press, then it's going to be a big factor here.
Jaden did a good job of getting around that defender in the backcourt, making a long pass.
And had his head up. Oh, he called the hook.
And that's going to be bonus for Wakefield.
Here comes Mills.
Yeah, wholesale substitutions for the Spy Ponders as we get ready for a one-on-one situation, as Mills, Chun, and Bondasane all check into the Arlington lineup. Jaden Williams is going to get a little blow here. Radoslovich will as well, and so will Trapotsis.
Big box out here because they're going to go right after the hoop. There we go. So,
free throw's missed.
You could see them gearing up. They were coming in. It's like a jailbreak.
Yeah, that was a good battle between Beaver and Chun. No, Bondasane.
Margolis not going to like that.
Margolis picks up yet another block. How many does he have? Maybe he just doesn't have as many as I thought. That's only team. Oh, he's got 4. Okay, so he does. He's got to be careful. I don't think Wakefield can ill afford to lose him.
Coach doesn't even look to. He's staying.
And that was only team foul number 5 committed by the Warriors, so they still have another one to give before Arlington will be in the bonus. Wakefield is in the bonus.
Nice.
Inside to Mills, strong
nice
to the
pass.
hole, and he lays it in. Caden Mills with his first points of the second half. He had 10 at the half. He now has a dozen.
Great interior passing by Chun.
Ponders back up by 6.
No foul, no foul. Oh, he elbowed him.
Now we're going to have a held ball. See which way the possession arrow is. Arlington ball.
Good defense. Chun hasn't scored, but he's done a lot of other things, Don. Passing the ball, playing good defense. Sort of a steady presence out there as well, too.
Talking to Coach Woods, Will Chun's going to be play basketball next year at Western New England.
It's great.
So congratulations,
Commonwealth
Will
Coast
Chun.
Conference.
Yeah, Will Chun, good for you, man.
That's a good league.
And I guess Jaden Williams is still exploring his options, but he's already had interest from plenty of schools.
And he is a phenomenal student, too. Williams. So he's getting looked at by
Wentworth, WPI, RPI. So apparently he wants to be an engineering program, it sounds like.
a great math student. What a great kid.
1, 2, 3. Well, Wakefield's going to get somebody out of there. They finally do, as Declan O'Callahan checks out of the Warrior lineup. We don't want to foul back there and put them at the line with no clock running down. 42-36 Arlington, 6:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. Pretty much man-to-man all night for the Ponders.
Yep, nothing.
Little turnaround shot, very difficult
goodness.
shot. I don't know if Caden really wants to be going for that up there. It's impressive that he got that high up there.
He was
but
up there.
If he's up that high, it's probably going to be goaltend. Jaden.
Take a little time off the clock here.
Defense by Wakefield.
Good D. Ooh.
20 on the shot clock. Inside pass, knocked away by Wakefield. Now the tricky dribble cost him there. He dribbled it around his back, not knowing that there were, I believe, as many as 4 Arlington defenders. But I'm going to give Mills credit, I think, for the deflection.
Don't worry about 4 defenders. You got to worry about where Mills is.
The entry pass there, stolen by the Warriors.
Yeah, that's a bounce pass that gets through, Don. Oh, great D.
Excuse me, Hess on the steal. He's going to go all the way. He's going to lay it up and in.
Oh, and a foul.
Yeah, Hess goes into the padding there, be underneath the basket. But you're right, I couldn't even hear the whistle, but count the basket, and Simon Hess will go to the line with a chance for a three-point play. They want to make sure Simon Hess is okay. He went into that padding pretty hard. We're going to get a good look at that. What a great defensive play to begin it.
Here's a replay. Nice, great take. It was good, definitely a good call on the foul, but Hess really went strong to the hoop, and he's a good free throw shooter, so it's a good opportunity for Arlington.
Closing in on that was Wilkinson as well as Margolis. Both players were there. They give the foul to Wilkinson. He picks up his 4th. So now Margolis and Wilkinson both with 4. And now Hess is going to pick up his 4th.
That's actually a pretty good foul right there because he was going to score. Slow things down a little bit here.
Might only be 3 on side. I'm going to check the board on that one. Oh, no, it is his 4th. So a foul situation becoming a little interesting now. Couple players with 4 for Wakefield. Couple players for Arlington with 3 or more. And Diari Burton at the line for 2 shots. First free throw is good.
Get ready for the press here. It's going to be all on.
The
and they're going to trap right on the baseline as well.
Talking to Burton about something.
I think him and Mills might have been having a little conversation.
Second free throw, no good. Here comes Mills. Avoids the contact and lays it in.
That's a very nice take. Good pass by Jaden Williams there too, to lead the break.
Caden Mills showing great athleticism on that play as he went up, avoided the defender, a little bit of contact, still able to finish. Now the steal. He's going to go coast to coast. He's going to go hard to the hole. He's going to lay it up and in.
How many steals does he have down? He might have a triple-double on defensive steals.
Outstanding coast-to-coast play by Caden Mills. Ponders back up by 11.
It's like a one-man press.
4:52 to go.
Oh, that's great defense. Yes.
And a held ball will be the call.
Wakefield ball, I think.
I think the alternating possession rule will favor Wakefield this time.
Still good D, though.
Owen Haglund checks into the Arlington lineup. He's going to give Simon Hess a quick break here. I think Simon will be back in there soon for the final stretch run. Oh, what a great play, entry play, inbounds play by Wakefield, and Burton gets the easy layup.
Great back screen there. So they're going to press and they're going to double right at the baseline. It's an opportunity for someone to flash to the ball and start the break that way.
And now quickly a substitution. O'Callahan replaces Porter for Wakefield.
No, don't go deep.
Yeah, they've been thinking about that deep one again.
They're going to jump him here when he changes direction, I think.
Close to an arm bar there. Chun sets the screen.
Good screen.
Haglund, baseline drive, try to get it inside the Chun. There was a little bit of traffic there. That pass couldn't make it through.
It's almost like kick it back out, reset, run the offense through again.
And now, ill-advised pass there by O'Callahan, and Wakefield turns it over. I think a combination of good defense by both teams, maybe some, players still working out the kinks for these first couple games because there's been quite a few turnovers for both teams tonight.
Yeah, especially when they force the ball instead of reverse the ball and try to just stay in your offensive set.
Ooh, he's careful to a backcourt violation there. That ball was tipped. That could have been
That's
a
good
backcourt
defense,
violation.
huh, Don?
Yeah.
He was looking to go back door, and the back door was there. It's tough when you do the one-hand pass because you can't bring it back.
Jaden's got to be careful when he dribbles at half court like that because even though the Wakefield player touched it, once he touches it again, you run the risk of the backcourt. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Ponders clinging to the lead, back up to 9. Wakefield had cut it as close to 3, I want to say. Now, blocking foul will be called against Owen Hagland.
Sort of incidental, but still a good call.
Team foul number 9 against Arlington. So this is still 1-1, but for the remainder of the game, Wakefield will go to the line for 2.
Watch, good defense. Yeah, he got his feet tangled up. Good spin move though.
Free throw is good. Margolis now in double figures.
Good free throw shooter too, so you don't want him at the line too much down the stretch here.
2 of 2 for the tri-captain. Leading the way with 11. Burton has 10. Two plays in double figures for Wakefield.
Oh, you got to come to the ball.
There's Margolis again. Throws it up with the left hand. No. Good defense there. Now we got Mills ahead of the pack. Let's see if we can do anything with this. And they're going to take it for a charge.
Got him for a charge. Really good defense there.
Coach Woods did not like that call at all.
O'Callahan got his feet set though.
And for Caden Mills, he picks up foul number 4.
Let's see if he got his feet set here.
Good long pass there by Jaden.
Ooh, he was moving a little bit.
Yeah, could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Now ball's knocked out of bounds again by Arlington. Another deflection, if you will. No turnover, though. Remains Wakefield ball. Ponders the 7-point lead, and Wakefield will call the timeout.
Coach Woods wanted a block, and I think he probably had a block there.
Now Coach Woods actually having a discussion with the officials, and that's about to stop. Get them back into the huddle.
I know we've complimented the refs a couple of times tonight, but they really are doing a good job tonight, Don.
There's that play when Caden avoided the contact and got the lay-in. Beautiful move. One of the best baskets of the night.
I think he was trying to do that on this one.
This is the other one when he went coast to coast. We're getting the tail end of it. He had actually stolen the ball at three-quarter court, almost like a running back, fought off 2 defenders, and then went all the way to the rim and laid it in. He's been outstanding. He's been outstanding tonight.
Offense, defense, steals, rebounds,
special teams.
He's unbelievable, man. Such a good guy to have on your team that can cover the best player on the other team. He'll rebound, he'll pass, he's unselfish.
Yeah, I'd like to see him survive these final couple minutes without picking up foul number 5.
I think you and Coach Woods both.
Yeah. Arlington now has committed 10. Oh, a turnaround flip shot is good by Wilkinson. Wilkinson now in double figures with 10. So 3 players now for the Warriors. And the lead is back down to 5, coming up on the 3-minute mark remaining in the contest.
This thing's going down the wire, Don. Nice
Jaden
take.
Strong to the hole.
Oh.
No.
Lost a little bit of leverage there.
It's going to be up to the Arlington defense to do the job. Could use a stop here.
Big stop here. There it is.
Unbelievable.
Guess who?
2-on-1 break. He's going to take it himself. And that was a smart play because he should know that Margolis has 4 fouls. So Margolis could not challenge him. And Caden just went right at him and laid it in. Good defense there by Bondasani, who's back into the Arlington lineup.
Nice pass.
He's got Hagland ahead of the pack. And Hagland throws it down. The sophomore Owen Hagland with a big bucket there. And the Spy Ponders now have the momentum and a 9-point lead.
What a finish, Don. Took it right to the rim.
They list Hagland as 6'1". A 3-point shot there from the top of the key is good Huge hoop by Mike Wilkinson. Just when Arlington looked like they maybe were going to salt this one away, he comes up with a big basket. Now a steal by Margolis. 52-46, under 2 minutes remaining in the game. Wakefield with the ball in a 6-point deficit. Now Haglund is on Margolis. Arlington staying in that man-to-man defense. Margolis into the paint, takes a pull-up jump shot. Very difficult shot. Well defended by Arlington.
Very good defense there.
And I'm not so sure that Coach Halpin was crazy about that shot. I think he might have had somebody open in the corner that he didn't see. So Hess for Arlington back in, Haglund out. Here is the steal and the dunk by Owen Haglund. And now ahead of the pack, live action. Caden Mills lays it in. I don't know how he got ahead of the pack so wide open like that, but Arlington took advantage of it, and the lead's back up to 8 with 1:19 to go.
Wait, he punched it. That's goaltending. Hit the board first. You know, Wakefield's just putting all in on the front court, Don. They don't have anyone in the back court for the bomb, and right now Arlington's taking advantage of that. Look at Mills.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They're really exploiting it right now. Mills is going to get 2 more. Unbelievable.
It's a layup drill.
Arlington doing a fantastic job with this full court press now. Amazing. And Mills up to 22 points.
Wow. I'd like to see his other stats.
Tough 3 here, and he hits it again. Wilkinson is keeping Wakefield in this game almost single-handedly. And there's a foul there. So that will put Arlington in the bonus. So now with 48.4 seconds remaining, Arlington is going to have to make free throws down the stretch to win this game.
They can trade hoops, but they have to make their freebies.
If they make free throws, they win the game. It's as simple as that. And again, we got to see the leaping ability of Caden Mills on that goaltend. Actually, I thought Will Chun was kind of riding his player a little bit, and I was afraid that they were going to get a foul and a goaltend. But goaltending was the only call. Hess at the line, around the rim, and out.
Yeah, how many 5'11" kids are getting goaltended?
Williams just anticipated the dribble, I should say. Goes to the basket, no. And if that's on Margolis, he's done.
Be careful with him leaving, too. I'd get him right to the bench.
And now, again, words being swapped between one of the officials and one of the players, and it is going to be on Margolis. And Margolis has been disqualified from the contest. Outstanding game for the senior tri-captain. 11 points, countless. Let's see what's going on here now.
Oh, did they call it on someone else? Oh, they did not call it on Margolis.
I thought he was the only guy in town.
They took out their best three-point shooter, though.
Wilkinson. Wilkinson actually is the one that's been hitting the threes. You're right. But I didn't think he was the defender on that play. Either way, Wakefield's losing a good player. I think
there's some confusion.
Yeah, I think they're going to make a correction now. Let's see, they're bringing Coach Woods over. And they have the correct player now, which is Margolis. So Margolis fouls out. That's the good news. Bad news is Wilkinson, who's been on fire, is back in the game. And I think he is playing with 4 as well. So, and I don't know who called that timeout. Did Arlington take that timeout?
I think Coach wanted to get things settled. I think he did.
So 39.1 seconds remaining. Again, now new this year, 35-second shot clock. So once Wakefield has their possession down the other end, you're going to be inside the time of a shot clock. So I think Wakefield will have to go to the foul route. And again, as I mentioned a couple moments ago, Arlington hits free throws, they win this game. They don't need any more baskets. They need to play defense and hit free throws.
If they do hit the free throws, I wouldn't be surprised if they might pick up full or make a substitution for the shooter to slow Wakefield down a little bit on the break out here.
Yeah, Arlington, if they are going to go that pressure defense route, they really want to be careful, though, because the last thing you want to do is commit fouls that stop the clock and give Wakefield a chance to cut into the lead. So you have to play good,
like
sound
a token
defense.
Type of press.
But you have to be smart with it.
Yep. I don't think they are, because they got Mills in the way back here.
56-51 Ponders. Jaden Williams at the line. It's a 2-shot foul. And the first free throw is good.
Big one right there.
Nails them both. 15 for Jaden Williams.
Just picking up the shooter full.
35 seconds to go. A little push off there. Good switch out there by Jaden. Now the ball's on the ground. Going to have a held ball. I think this time it's Arlington ball. Let's see. Yes, it is.
A little bit of contact there.
So the Spy Ponders ball, 26.1 seconds remaining. Arlington by 7.
Get it to your free throw shooter.
They get it into Caden Mills. I'm surprised that Wakefield isn't going with an immediate foul. No need to take that shot. Good decision there by Bondasani. And now we'll have the reach.
Oh, he traveled.
Oh, no, they call it travel.
Yeah. No Euro steps in the last 20 seconds.
17.3 seconds to go. Arlington by 7.
No foul.
Jaden does such a good job anticipating where that dribbler is going. That's what he does best, I think, defensively. They get a little flip shot there. Another block by Mills. Did he get a piece of that?
I think so. I think he might have hit his finger on the rim as well.
He did something, but looked like it could have been a goaltender if he got a piece of it, but no call there. And then Arlington just runs out the clock, and that's going to do it. Kind of an anticlimactic ending, but we'll take it because I don't need any more stress.
Great win for Arlington. I mean, both Williams and Mills just played so phenomenal tonight. You have two players like that put up the numbers that they put up, scoring, rebounding, defensive steals, defensive rebounds, block shots. I mean, holy cow, they filled up the stat sheet, those two kids. And then Chun doesn't score a lot, but does a lot of other things.
So we get a look at some of the highlights at the during this game. There's the Haglund dunk.
He'll be talking about that all weekend, as well he should.
There's a couple of those breakaway layups that Arlington was able to capitalize on at the end of the game. That really was the difference because Wakefield had closed it, and Arlington kept running these long plays that were getting open layups. There's the one when I thought Jaden might have got away with a hook, and then the lefty layup there.
Once they solved the press, that was almost Wakefield's last chance. Was that they made some hay on the press, but once Arlington, and that's obviously because they have such good coaching. They told them what to expect, what to do. They did it, they executed, and they ended up getting 10, 12 easy buckets off the press just in the fourth quarter. That's excellent coaching.
That last play they just showed, it might have been my favorite play of the game when Arlington worked it around and got an open three-point shot for Palmieri. As you take a look at some of these highlights from during the game, let's take a look at our scoring leaders. For the Warriors of Wakefield High School, D.R.A. Burton had 10 points, John Porter had 4, Connor Marriott had 3, Ethan Margolis with 11, Matt Beaver with 2, high point man for the Warriors, Mike Wilkinson with 16 points.
A lot of them at the end, towards the end, right, Don? The fourth quarter?
Yeah, at least two threes that kept Wakefield in the game inside of about 3 or 4 minutes. That's when Wakefield really closed the gap. For Arlington, Ben Radoslovich had 2 points. Diego Palmieri had 5. Ricardo Bondaseni chipped in with a free throw. Owen Haglund had 7, including that awesome dunk. Simon Hess had 4. Jaden Williams had 15. And the high point man for Arlington and tonight's ACMi player of the game, and he's getting ready to join us right now with 22 points, Caden Mills. Give us a moment to regroup here, and we'll be back with a special guest in just a moment.
Who is a player of the game tonight. Caden, great game tonight. Defense, rebounding, passing. You did a little bit of everything out there. How are you feeling out there tonight?
I'm feeling good. It was a great team effort at the end of the day, but I just got mine.
And on the defensive end, we were saying up here, we lost count of your steals. Is that something that you really look forward to taking pride in as your defense?
Yeah, I would say I really take pride in my defense all year round because, I'm kind of like a football player, so defense just comes natural to me.
Yeah, you play like a football player, but let me tell you, you're a basketball player too, man. no one scores 22 points, gets double-digit rebounds and double-digit steals, and is just a football player. So don't shortchange yourself. You had a great game, and like you said, it was a team effort. But it's great to see someone play like that, and it was a real honor watching you play tonight.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Okay, great, good job. That was Caden Mills, who was a player of the game, and we're going to come back with Coach and Don Phelan in 1 minute.
Woods, Coach, congratulations, home open. It's always nice to win the first one at home.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wakefield's a good team, and we were looking for a good response after not getting the job done on Friday, and we did enough tonight for 4 quarters. So pleased, I guess.
A little bit hairy there down the stretch, right? I don't know. I wasn't able to listen to Tim's interview with Caden, but what an outstanding game he had tonight. He had 22 points. That's the only thing I can keep track of up here, so I'm sure you have the stats with rebounds, deflections, steals, block shots. Outstanding game for Caden Mills tonight.
Yeah, he's a tremendous athlete, and he plays with a lot of energy, and I think a lot of people look at him as a football player on the basketball team, but Caden's definitely a basketball player, and he made a huge impact tonight, because that's a good team, and they were definitely looking to focus on some of our other guys. Gave Jaden a lot of attention, and Will a lot of attention, and it was good that we converted some of that stuff around the basket in transition. And his energy defensively is just him and a few other guys. We just can be a tough team to play against when we're really locked in like that. So. I was glad to see the ball go in for him, but he's somebody, he's a team first guy, so he just kind of shrugs that stuff off. So,
kind of a weird schedule to start the season, right? First 2 on the road, home opener tonight. I think maybe another road game and then a tournament. You don't return home till January 6th, so you got a lot of work to do to play in some hostile environments between now and the next home game.
Yeah, one of the things, unfortunately, positive way, we've returned a lot of guys from last year, and they're they're a hungry group. They're looking to prove themselves. The road was not a kind place for us. We did a lot better in front of you on ACMi sports, but we got a tough win in Watertown opening night. We didn't get the result we were looking for in Lexington. We got a Christmas tournament at Malden Catholic next week, and then get into the league schedule after that. So I think all of these things are going to be good for us. This is a very coachable group. They learn, they play well together. So it's always nice when you can get a win, but then there's always a few other things that you can say, but if we had done this, and but if we had done that, and these guys are good at that. They know that this is a long-term thing, not just a one-game thing or a one-possession thing. So I'm looking forward to getting us, ready to go over Christmas break and, get back into the league schedule.
Really tonight, I thought you guys did a good job showing your team depth. You mentioned you have a lot of players back this year, but both, I think Simon and Will both picked up 2 fouls in the first half. I don't know if that's going to be a philosophy for the season or maybe on a game-by-game basis, but it seemed like when they picked up their second fouls, you took them out of the game. You didn't have Will for probably a quarter and a half, and Simon probably got his halfway through the second quarter, but you're able to bring Ben off the bench. The Italian connection came off the bench, and so I think you showed a little bit of the depth this year that you guys might have.
Yeah, we're really comfortable playing multiple guys, and it's good to have people step in and give contributions, and I think everybody that's been involved in practice has got an opportunity. At some point, I'm a little conservative as a coach. 2 fouls in the first half. I think you can't lose the game in the first half if you obviously as long as the game's within reason. But if a kid gets Wakefield, that kid had 3 fouls in the first half, and I think it affected the way that he was able to be aggressive in the second half. And he did end up getting going, the kid Wilkinson. So yeah, he's a good player. Jaden did a great job on him. We identified that as a matchup that we have to do a good job on, and I think if we don't see them again, so I can sleep well tonight. But that's a good team. They're going to win a lot of games. They were mentioned in the Herald and the teams to watch in the top 20 this past weekend. So
Nice.
we like that one. So.
Well, Coach, again, congratulations on the win. Good luck in the upcoming games, the tournament at Malden Catholic, as you mentioned, and we'll see you on January 6th.
Sounds good.
All right,
Thanks,
Coach.
Tom.
Coach Woods has been my guest. I'd like to thank the ACMi crew here tonight for bringing this telecast, my partner Tim Hoffman. I'm Don Phelan, and as we mentioned, the next home game will be on January 6th, so maybe you'll come down to the Kozlowski Gymnasium to root on the team. I'd like to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah, a Merry Christmas, and of course a Happy New Year leading into 2023. The final score here from the Kozlowski Gymnasium, Arlington 58, Wakefield 51. Thanks for joining us.